It's a lucky guess if it's live. So now it says we're live. So there we go.
Live.
Good evening, everyone. And good evening to Mike. This is Mike from Did You See That? And he
Awesome.
is a Back to the Future fan.
Just a little bit.
Just a tad.
Just a bit. Yeah.
So he was the right man for this job.
Awesome. And yeah, Gareth, thank you for having me on. First time I'm on your channel, and what better movie to pick out? I'm excited.
Yeah. So I thought to look at something here. When did you first see this then?
Oh wow, okay. Well, I've told this story. I've told this story a couple of times, but So basically, what it was is when I was in school, I was around coming up to my last year in school, about 15 years old or so, and at the time, my parents had Sky TV. That was kind of like like one of the things back then. Obviously not now; it's far too expensive now. But basically, yeah. So I remember on like one weekend. I used to go every Saturday morning to the shops with my mum, going as to Sainsbury's or whatever the case would be. And I remember on Sky TV, like on the Premiere channel or whatever, they had Back to the Future on. And I was like, I didn't know what Back to the Future was. My mum and dad seen it like when they were younger, but they never like told me about it or anything. So I saw it and I was like, oh, what's Back to the Future? So put it on TV. And for the first 15 minutes, I was like, this is awesome. Like my childish brain was kind of like just blown out of proportion. I was like, what's this? So I remember it was like, and the reason why I say the first 15 minutes is because at the 15-minute point, my mum was like, right, we're going to the shops now. So, right, yeah, so I didn't get to finish the movie. So what happened was we went to the shops and I was like, wow, this movie is so awesome. I was like, when we go out today, like, could we buy the DVD? Because at that time, I think DVDs were just starting to get kind of introduced or like had been around a couple of years or something, if that, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And there was a DVD CD shop. It's not there anymore. I wish it was, but it isn't. And yeah, I just remember my mum buying the trilogy box set. So when bought the box set, got home, I watched all 3 movies. And that's kind of my first ever time watching it. So yeah, about 15 years old, and I'm coming up 32 this year. So quite a while ago, I watched the movie. Right.
What do you mean quite a lot? I saw this in the cinema, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I saw all 3 in the cinema, so.
That's awesome. Well, I remember one experience. See, talking about the cinema, right? So obviously, I wasn't born when it originally came out, but and that's not against you. But I remember for like the 25th anniversary or the 30th anniversary. I think it was 25th. I might be wrong. Near me, so I'm based in like Durham area, but near me in Sunderland, I remember that the Empire Cinema chain. I'm not sure if you guys have like Empire Cinema chains near you.
No, we don't.
Oh, okay. It's a little bit pricier than View Cinemas, but it's like cheaper than Odeon. Basically, long story short. But I remember for like I think 25th anniversary, they showed the first movie, but like in like HD when it was first originally came out with Blu-ray. But they showed it in the cinema. But the awesome thing is, they actually put the price of popcorn and drinks back to like 1985 prices for that showing. So I remember I was like, "Wow, Pepsi for like £2!" I was like, "What's going on?" So I got to see it. I got to see it in the cinema, but not as its original format in the cinema.
Yeah,
you know?
That's fine as long as better picture quality than I saw it.
Right. I wish I got to see it in like the original format quality. That would be amazing. But one day I'm hoping.
Yeah, but yeah, I saw it. Came out in America in July '85.
Yeah,
but it was December '85 before it came to the UK.
Yeah, so, I've got one of the I haven't got it here at my parents' house, but I've got one of the charity programs from that original premiere. And I've got also one of the parking tickets from that premiere as well. I wish if it didn't at my parents' house, I would have brought it over and shown you today. But I'll send you some pictures next time I'm there.
Yeah, that'd be good. So yeah, but I lived in a small village in West Wales, out of the middle of nowhere. We had one cinema which was about an hour's drive, and it was one big screen, one showing once a day. So, and it usually took a month before the new films got there. So maybe January '86 I saw this.
Wow, really?
And when you get to the end, it says "to be continued."
Yeah. Yeah.
Back in '86 or whatever it was, you think, "Oi, another one gonna be that's awesome."
Yeah, well, I heard originally it wasn't supposed to have the two would continue. It originally
No.
didn't have that, but because of the
Yeah.
success, they included it in.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Because when I saw Back to the Future 2, because it came out within 6 months of Back to the Future 3, it had the trailer for Back to the Future 3 right at the end.
Yeah. I remember that as well. Yeah. 89, I believe.
Yeah.
And then 1990 or something
yeah,
like
it must have been just enough to be different.
Right.
That was a hell of a wait. Right, so hang on. Alfie's here. Evening.
Hey, Alfie.
Do you? No, I don't have this X rental. I think I've got Back to the Future 2 as an X rental box, the big box.
Yeah, I don't own this on VHS, guys.
No.
I was just saying to Gareth before the stream. I've got it on 4K, but it still says I haven't been able to watch it on 4K yet.
4K?
I know, right?
You want it pan and scan. You want it mono sound.
I know, right? We don't talk 4Ks on this channel.
Hi, guys.
Hey, everyone.
Only film I've seen on a ferry. Okay.
Wow. That's cool.
It's up and down.
All right, that's cool.
Sophie's here. Hello, Sophie. How are you? Back again. She's must be on remand or something, and this is part of her community service to be on watch my shows.
Well, hi to everyone who's watching right now. Obviously, I'm not in the audience, so it's nice to meet everyone.
Yeah. Let's press play on this. Let's see where I am.
Let me know, and I'll press play on here.
All right. The first clocks. Now you will find out because VHS is the superior technology. Its timing is out, so it might be a bit faster or a bit slower than the digital copy we're watching as well.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Sorry. All right, hang on. So yes, Senor Spielbergo present.
Yeah.
Now this is the first film he did for Amblin that he didn't direct, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, this is so old. It has the Amblin. Yeah, it doesn't have the Amblin bloody logo on it at the beginning.
Nah, right. I missed that as well.
Yeah. Right.
So I remember a good while ago. I've got mine in play as well. I remember a good while ago when I watched the beginning of this movie and I purposely slowed it down, right? And one thing I remember is all the details that's on the clocks. Like there's one part where it interprets it at the end of the movie, like this one right here.
Yeah, that one with the hanging Harold Lloyd.
Yeah. But then there's the portraits of all the scientists and stuff that Doc has later on when he's in his house and stuff in the background in this part here, and it's just so well done.
Yeah, crazy details in this film.
Oh, 100%.
Someone does something or says
there
something.
You go. There's the character. There's the character portraits right there.
Yeah,
right at the back. They're the same ones that will be in Doc's house later. In the back.
So you got the video camera there, the Burger King Whopper.
Yeah.
Apparently, California Raisins paid $100,000 to have the product placement in this. But
$100,000.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
There's a scene where Marty was chewing, eating raisins, and they cut it out because it looked like he was eating dirt. They said, but and then there's just a sign in the dark at this mall. There's the only reference to it now.
Oh, geez! Wow. Okay.
So,
wow,
the plutonium theft that might come into play later.
Just a little bit, yeah. And yeah,
it does show off. Yeah.
Sorry? No,
you go ahead.
No, go on.
It does show off that he's not the greatest scientist. He's got the ideas, but not everything works.
Not everything. No, he has good ideas.
Some good ideas. And then we just saw Alan Silvestri's name on there.
Yeah.
They decided to go with a more orchestral soundtrack than the synth soundtrack that was going around at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he played it to Spielberg. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Spielberg said, beef it up. And then he got the famous tune we all know now.
Yeah, because I think Huey Lewis originally wasn't going to do it. And they approached him and said, "Oh, can you make a song?" And he's like, "Well, no," because he didn't think he was going to do it, and then he did, and then rest is history.
I think one of the reasons why is because the Ghostbusters theme by Ray Parker Jr. stole a bit of the Huey Lewis and the theme, Huey Lewis News song. It sampled a bit that was a bit too close, so he sued the Ghostbusters people or Ray Parker Jr. and then he got paid off so they could use the song. And then he thought that's a way to, when he saw that take off as a hit, then he thought, well, why don't we do a soundtrack to a film? And he got 2 songs on this.
2 fantastic songs.
Yeah,
absolutely fantastic.
Did you ever watch the cartoon show of this?
No, so I have the cartoon. I haven't seen it, but I do plan to watch it and actually review it for the channel at some point. I know Christopher Lloyd reprises his voice, though.
Yeah.
Christopher Lloyd, I know, reprises his voice. I know Michael J. Fox didn't.
No.
I think Thomas F. Wilson, who plays Biff, I think he might have done a couple. I don't think he did every episode. I think he might have done an odd appearance kind of thing. I don't think many people did, to be fair. Came back for it.
No, I didn't see it. I think it came out too late for me. Right. Oh, yeah, see, I paid. How much check is in the post, Sophie?
Yeah. Man.
Oh, dear. That's a hell of a way to watch this. Especially the rough scenes that you get there.
It's such an iconic opening, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever seen any since, to be honest, like that.
Well, yeah, it'd be considered too slow these days.
Yeah, true.
You have to start with him being chased probably at the end, zooming up to get the lightning or something, and then cut back saying 6 hours earlier or something like that.
Right. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot on movies nowadays, which is a bit of a shame to go that route.
Yeah, there was no opening titles, so you don't get that anymore.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. You know, Gareth, I haven't actually seen this movie in a long time, believe it or not.
What?
I know, right? Honestly, it's been, I would say, towards end of last year.
Oh, well.
And you know what it is? It's not the case of I'm not sick of the movie, because I could never get sick of it. I think it's just the fact that, I say I've had the 4K and I've been wanting to watch that for so long. And I haven't been able to. I've kind of just been like, right, well, I'm not going to watch it.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
You know, but it's actually nice. I've been actually really looking forward to watching it today. Because I've seen the musical. I've seen the musical more times lately than the actual movie. So it's crazy. So here's my question for anyone who's watching this right now.
Oh, yeah.
Has anyone seen the musical besides myself? Oh. Let us know.
My viewers are an unsophisticated lot. They wouldn't go to a musical. Sophie might.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, she's got a crush on Michael J. Fox in this film.
I think everyone does.
Yeah. Mayor Goldie Wilson. So, yeah, how did Michael J. Fox know he was an hour late? Not know he was an hour late, but when he's at the docks. Sure, he knows what time he gets up.
I know, right? You'd think so, but obviously not.
Did you hear the trouble they had making this film?
Man, the behind the scenes stuff is crazy on this movie.
Like it's good, isn't it?
Right. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know, but me and Gareth probably do. But yeah, so originally they wanted Michael J. Fox. He wasn't available because he was doing Family Ties, and this basically didn't happen. So they hired someone called Eric Stoltz. They shot for about 6 weeks with him, I believe.
Yeah.
It didn't work out. He was taking this more as like a serious movie than like a comedy, and it didn't work out. So they sacked him. And then Spielberg always wanted Michael J. Fox. They went back to him and the studio. Gary Goldberg. I might be wrong. Something Goldberg. I know. So they went back to him on Family Ties and said, look, they really want Michael J. Fox. He read the script. He was like, yeah, definitely want to do it. But obviously he's doing Family Ties. So, Gareth, have you ever actually read Michael J. Fox's autobiography, Lucky Man?
No, I don't think I have.
Okay, well, so for you, anyone who likes books, definitely a must read. It's fantastic. But anyway, in Lucky Man, he was saying that he'd do like Back to the Futures in the mornings or the night times, and family times in the morning, Back to the Future at night time.
Yeah.
And he would literally travel between the sets, and sometimes he would go on 20 minutes sleep a day, just like for the ride, commute there and back. Like that's all he would sleep.
Yeah.
He'd show up to Back to the Future drunk as well, and sometimes forget his lines. He was like, well, he didn't know what he's saying because he was just like trying to keep himself awake, you know.
Yeah, probably had a mattress in the back of a state car that he would sleep in when he wasn't needed on the drive.
And, and for anyone that doesn't know, that was Huey Lewis there.
Yeah, who said it was too loud.
Too darn loud.
And then the blonde guy with the guitar next to him was Michael J. Fox's guitar teacher for the end bit of the film, where he has to do all
really?
the different. Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw that something earlier. Right, hang on.
Oh, that's cool.
Go away. Pop up. Right, here we go. We got. He made you take up skateboarding.
Well, to be honest, Sparks, Tron. Cool fact is, after watching Back to the Future, and I can't remember what age I was, maybe about 21, 22. I might be wrong. Watching this movie and Michael J. Fox, I actually learned skateboard myself.
Oh.
Because of him. So yeah.
You're gonna show off as well?
No, I can only just basic ride. I can't do tricks or anything.
Did you ever try holding onto the back of a pickup?
I haven't had that opportunity yet. No. Maybe
I
one
think
day.
go down too well.
Maybe one day if I ask him, like, oh, could you just drive and maybe I can film it, you know, see how I get on. And if it's an accident, I'll take liability, you know.
Yeah. I was never very good at skateboarding. I never had the balance or the way to stop it.
It's difficult. Certainly difficult.
Sophie loves the musical but hasn't seen this one.
Wow. Honestly, Sophie, if you ever get a chance, go see the musical. It's honestly fantastic.
She saw the behind the scenes, the movies that made us.
Yeah, awesome Netflix series, and really exposes like a lot of stuff like we've touched on with Eric Stoltz and stuff. Yeah, really, really cool.
I can't remember if you see it in the background. Because you see the cinema and it's only playing pornos. And it's playing one called American Orgy, or something American Orgy, I think it's playing.
Oh, wow, okay.
But
I didn't know that.
Yeah. There is Orgy American style. There it is.
Oh, wow, okay. I thought, here you go. American style. Oh, yeah, it does do that, yeah.
Now, do you know the bum or the homeless man at the end?
Uh-huh.
The one that's on the park bench?
Yeah,
he is an actor from the 70s. There was a adult movie star that was in that film.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it was. Oh, my. I love how it's like a PG film, but it has about like adult entertainment movies on.
Yeah, it's got
the cinema, right?
Yeah, and incest, almost.
Right. Basically, inspired Game of Thrones.
Wow. Was it Bob and the two Bobs, so they're known, Zemeckis and Gale? They wrote this.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Their first film they wrote for Spielberg produced was I Want to Hold Your Hand, which was the Beatles visiting somewhere, and that was a flop. Then they did Used Cars with Kurt Russell, and that was a sort of black comedy about car salesmen.
Okay.
That flopped.
I've never seen those.
Then they wrote 1941 for Spielberg, and that wasn't the hit everyone was expecting. So then they thought to go out on their own instead of working for Spielberg. They went off and Zemeckis made Romance in the Stone, which
became a hit.
And then he was able to get the money to write a proper Back to the Future story.
Right. Yeah, because they had an idea about Bob Gale looked through his yearbook or something, right? I think the backstory was he's looking through his old like parents' yearbook, and he came up with the idea for the movie, being like, oh, what would have been like if I saw my parents in, school at that time.
Yeah.
There's a cool deleted scene in this part here as well, when Biff leaves. But we see some, I think it's peanut brittle. I think on.
Oh, that cereal they have.
Yes, the one he's put. Sorry, when they're at the family dinner, when he's pouring it
Yeah.
out. Yeah, so there's a deleted scene. I don't know if you know about this. But there's a deleted scene with George, which actually I'll touch on it in a minute when we get to that scene.
Because I always see that, and I think, could I eat that for breakfast? looks sweet, but
it looks very chewy. So I probably wouldn't.
It looks like pure sugar, doesn't it?
Right. And I've got to say one thing as well. Throughout every movie that goes on, Thomas F. Wilson's fantastic. He really embodies him. And one of my favorite incarnations is Buford.
He plays so many different parts in these films, doesn't it? They're all different.
Right.
But there's the peanut butter.
Yeah, but he's also eaten in the family scene as well. Oh, right, you're about.
I'm a bit ahead of me.
Yeah, but cool. There we go. Right. So, in terms of anyone who wants to know about the peanut brittle, so what happens is in a deleted scene. Now we obviously know George is a wimp. He gives in to temptation too easy, everything like that. So in a deleted scene, a lot of Girl Scouts come to the door, and they are wanting to sell the peanut brittle. And I'm not sure if Biff's in that scene or not, or it's just the Girl Scouts and their father, or something like that, or camp leader, whatever. And he's like, oh, I'll just take one box or whatever. And I think they say something to him where they try to persuade him, oh, look, we need to get rid of like 18 boxes by Monday or something. and that's why he's eating peanut brittle, because he ends up actually buying all the boxes.
Right. That makes more sense.
I wish they kind of put that in there, because I think that would have been really cool.
Yeah. Gonna love it.
One thing I didn't realize until a couple of years ago is that the sister who plays Linda, she died quite a few years ago.
Oh. No, I didn't see anyone. No. I know about Jimmy Olsen from the Superman films. Next to him.
Yeah.
But
We'll see, because in 2015, a lot of the cast came to London to do like the 30th anniversary for the movie.
Yeah.
And they came to like London Comic Con. So Leah Thompson was there, Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Donald Full Love, Harry Waters Jr., Claudia Wells, stuff like that.
Right.
Mac McClure, who plays Marty's brother. And I was wondering, I was like, well, why is the sister not here? And that's when I found out. I know, right? It's a shame. It's a huge shame. I think she would have been awesome to meet.
Hang on. Are you going to tell me you were there at this 30th anniversary?
Oh, hell yeah, I was, yeah. Of course I was there. Right. Well, funny story is, if you guys can see that right here. Yeah, right there. So I'll try to build it. Right. So what happened was, I have an original program from the premiere from 1985, and I had all the cast sign it. And when I met Michael J. Fox, he was only doing one autograph, whereas everyone else, you pay per autograph. He was like a package deal, only you could get his autograph.
Yeah, I guess.
And at this point I had my arm tattooed, and I was like, well, this space wasn't filled. And I was like, well, do I get him to sign my wrist and then go to a tattoo artist and go get it done? And I was like, no, I think the best thing to do is I got him signed on my program, and then I took the program to a tattoo artist and got them to copy it, and then that is Michael J. Fox's actual autograph. So
nice.
Yeah, such an awesome guy.
Oh, good. Evening, Midnight Woodsman. Haven't watched this Back to the Future in a while. Any time's a good time to watch it, isn't it?
Absolutely. Well, you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm the same.
Yeah. It's probably I probably watch it once a year. I think at least, maybe.
Yeah. I try to as well. I try to watch it a couple of times, but it's one of these. I'm not sure about you, Gareth, right? But say if we watch the first one tonight, which we're doing, and say if it's been, I don't know, a couple of weeks or a month or so, and I haven't seen the second one at that point, I have to go back to the first one to watch the second one. And it's not to say I don't know what's going on. Obviously, I know these films quite well. But I don't know, it's just thinking in my mind, it's always been the case if I watch the first one and I don't watch the second one for a while, or it takes me a while to get to that point, and like, right, I've got to watch the first one, then the second one. And the same for the first.
Same with the trilogy. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if I don't watch the first two say if I've watched the first two and then not the third one for a while, I've got to go back to number one. Then get number three. It's crazy. It might just be me.
Yeah. No. It's hardly the same. Now, with this bit, Doc just reversed out of the lorry.
Right.
But it's a gull-wing car, so he wouldn't have been able to get in the car in the lorry. So he would have to drive into the lorry and get the doors to shut behind him, wait in there, then to come out, reverse out. So who drove the lorry, I guess, is...
Well, I mean, unless he had a switch for when he drove in to just close it behind him and make a dramatic entrance.
But he has got the remote control, so he could just drive it.
Right.
He didn't know anyone was there, so he just reversed out.
I mean, a dramatic entrance for sure.
Yep. Yeah, Steve Woodman saw it when he was 5 in the cinema.
Oh,
showing
wow,
his
really?
age. Yes, sorry, Dutch. No widescreen. Actually, I don't think I have it in widescreen, thinking about it.
You get it on the best quality possible, the original quality.
Yeah, look at the telly.
You get it on.
You get a nice close-up of everything. Pan and
right. And I love how the first time traveler is a dog.
Yeah.
Best way.
Well, what was the first idea they had for the time traveling device?
A fridge.
Fridge. Yeah.
I'm glad they scrapped that idea.
Yeah, that was a terrible idea. Especially, one of the reasons was they didn't want kids getting in fridges for a start. So,
well, imagine the Libyans chasing someone and you go in a fridge, right? It'd be stupid. How big would the fridge have to be? It'd have to be massive.
And what was the ignition for the 1.21 gigawatts before it was lightning?
Right, well, it makes no sense.
Yeah, so the plan was to set off. Yeah, they were going to break into a military base, set off a nuclear bomb that would cause enough power for the fridge to go back to the future. Genius.
I mean, imagine if they had it where it was like a Sony fridge, as an example. Imagine how many units that fridge would have sold.
Yeah. Now, you do see the dog in the. There's only one shot with the dog in the car.
I know that. I know this scene here with the dog traveling, Einstein.
Yeah.
I know this scene here that there was someone in a suit with the dog like on the top of the suit to make it
look like some sort of weird dog suit thing they had on, and you can just see. I think as the car goes past them, I think it's when it comes back, maybe, or you see. It's just a side shot, so you can't even tell. It's just like, so
you can't tell, Of course.
Not poor some stuntman dressed as a dog.
and I love how in this scene, especially in the HD versions, Marty's leg's on fire. They haven't corrected it or tried to move that fire like an inch or his leg or something.
There's 2 effects, isn't there? That's the first one that just doesn't look right, but they had to rush it to get it out on time, I guess.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, after they fired Eric Stoltz and hired Michael J. Fox, they were already heavy into their film schedule, so they had to reshoot everything, but obviously in a push of a time.
Yeah, so I think between the 5th and 6th week, they were doing long shots and lots of stuff without Eric, just because they knew they were getting rid of him.
Yeah.
So they were able to save a week of some, but a lot of it they had to reshoot.
True, but you know the one thing, Gareth, though I will praise is especially these scenes here. You mentioned these long shots and long takes are done so well, and I'm glad it's not just cut after cut after cut after cut.
Yeah, because DeLoreans were not good cars. Oh
no, terrible. But there's an electric DeLorean coming this year.
Yeah, that's going to sell like hotcakes, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. But I think the original DeLorean prices are just going to go up.
Yeah. So when it comes back Well, when it travels through time, it's frozen. But it's only this time it does it, isn't it? Because every other time it's not frozen when he comes back, isn't it? So when he goes hits the barn, it's not frozen.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, actually,
That's
didn't realize that.
thing, isn't it? And of course, this is the Twins Pine Mall.
Yeah, yeah. Before it gets changed.
Now, Sophie has upset me already. Look at that. She didn't like it the first time she watched it.
You know, I think I think in general, right? And we all have this where there's movies we see, and the first time we're like, that was not for me. And the second time you watch it, you're like, wow, like what was I thinking first time round? And I think with this, it's like it does take a little bit getting used to actually like what happens. You know?
Yeah. When did you see it, Sophie, the first time? Is it how old were you? I think that makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would like to know that.
And Dutch is here, evening Dutch. Sorry, you were earlier about the photo. My favourite time jump isn't Back to Cheetah. 12 Monkeys. Oh, that's a serious one.
I've never seen that movie.
No? Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt.
Oh, really?
Directed by Terry Gilliam. It's a 90s that one is a bit different to this.
I can imagine. I've heard about it.
It is a good film. It's not as fun.
Get you.
One of those Mandela effects. Well, Eric Stoltz still has one scene in this film.
He does. He does.
Blink and you miss it though. Well, unless you pause it in the 4K version, you won't see it.
I would still love to see one day all the deleted footage of Eric Stoltz. They've released snippets here and here, but I just want to see the full thing. Give us, even if it's a solo thing, Eric Stoltz deleted version, however much they shot, right?
Yeah, because apparently, he was a method actor while he was doing it, and he didn't like the tone of the film. He didn't get the comedy, so he was doing it a lot different to what Michael J. Fox was doing. He didn't understand all the clumsy things. Like I think you'll see it when he goes into the 50s when he's walking around the park. He steps off a curb and then goes back onto a curb to avoid a lamppost, and that was on purpose. But Eric Stoltz didn't want to do it for some reason.
Just didn't get it right.
Yeah, but he didn't like the ending either because he didn't see it as a win. Where his parents are rich now, so that must mean they're happy. It's not just that, is it?
I would still to this day love to know if he did this entire movie, if it would be as popular as it is now.
No,
I don't think so. But
the chemistry between these two for a start, isn't it?
Well, that's it. I know that behind the scenes as well, a lot of the cast weren't a fan of Eric Stoltz.
No, he was alienating a lot of people and the directors.
Yeah, and if you're alienating the director, that's
So, how did the Libyans know they were at the car park at 1 a.m. in the morning?
So they never explain that, but my only logical explanation to it is that it's reported in the news that plutonium's stolen.
Yeah.
Doc's van isn't exactly hideable. And I mean, I don't know how they would have known he was at the Twin Pines Mall, but he's a scientist. They've probably seen him hang around with Marty. I'm assuming he's been to this location quite a few times at night time, testing it out.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that. Assuming that's how.
They met him there.
Right.
or seen his camera. And then, you got the bit where Einstein sees them first, even though they got the lights off from miles away.
Yeah, because I know this part, Doc does say, like, oh, I wonder how they found me. I don't know how, but I wonder how they found me. But he stole the plutonium. There's going to be some CCTV somewhere, and the Libyans might have inside information, and they'll be like, oh, well, he hangs out at Twin Pines Mall. Let's go see him.
He's got a van with his name on for a start.
Right. There's Einstein, the guard dog.
Yeah. 17 or 18. 1923. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see why. Yeah, apparently. Yep.
No, I was just going to say in terms of
No,
Sophie.
I was going to say that in the time of the mid 80s, early 80s, they didn't want to make a wholesome family comedy like this. They wanted the adult, sexy time ones.
Pretty much. Well, the script was rejected so many times as well.
Yeah. Disney almost made it, but then they wouldn't have the mum story in it. They'd have to change that bit. So to defeat the whole object of the film.
Right.
He went on to the classic Soul Man.
Hang
on, that was C. Thomas Howell, wasn't it? Soul Man, when he blacked up for the film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's C. Thomas Howell that was in The Hitch and Soul Man. Eric Stoltz was in The Fly 2 and Mask. Not The Mask, just Mask.
Oh, okay. I've never seen The Fly 2. Seen the first.
It's not bad. It's a good horror film. It's a monster movie more than the first one was.
Oh, okay.
So it gets into the Fly action pretty quick, and you see more as the Fly as a monster out for revenge. Family Ties, yeah. I remember, because I saw that before I saw this, so that's who I knew him as. And the same with Doc, I knew him from Taxi before I said, hang on, that's the man from Taxi when I saw this. There you go. They got a DeLorean will only do 85 miles per hour on its dashboard, apparently, so they had to get a custom dash put in this one. For the scenes.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah, 95 it says.
Which isn't that fast, really.
Nah, not at all. That would basically
even my old car will do that.
Wow. One thing that's crazy, right, is, I know they're trying to chase down Doc and have a normal gun. And all of a sudden they have a rocket launcher. Like, it's a bit extreme.
Yeah. A lot of people have an issue these days that a teenage boy is hanging around with an old man.
Right.
But back then, it was just, well, why wouldn't you want to hang with a bloody scientist that has all these awesome stuff?
Well, exactly, yeah.
Because he just mentioned that he's going out to his mates. Or he's told his mum he's going off to his mates. So he does have people he knows. He just, for the purpose of the story, there's no one in it.
Right. Well, I know there's a book about the movie as well. I might have came out before the movie. I can't remember. I've not read it. But again, I know it has like some different scenes than here. But I think the backstory of it is just that Marty was actually messing around in Doc's lab one day randomly, and then Doc found him and thought, oh, he's kind of a bit like him, like a bit of an outgoing personality. So I think he just ended up having like Marty as like kind of like a help around the lab, and that's how they became friends. Now it doesn't ever explain that, but I think that's the underlying story.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what was the there was the original producer. What was he going to name this? If he didn't like the Back to the Future title,
Spaceman from Pluto, I believe.
Yeah, so on the comic book that kid has, it says Space Zombies from Pluto on it. So when he points out this is who this guy is.
Oh wow! Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I've never noticed that before, but
I didn't realize it said Space Zombies. Mind.
It's already mutated into human form. Actually, Dutch likes Taxi. Yeah, got Danny DeVito, Judd Hirsch, and everyone.
I've never seen Taxi.
And apparently, the mailbox he blows up that's called Peabody.
Yeah,
and it's a reference to the animation of the time traveling kid and his dog that's called Peabody and something. But it's an American one. I don't know. I got it over here.
Oh, okay. I never knew.
And how expensive are those Nikes now that he's wearing?
They're crazy price, those ones.
Yeah, there'd be nothing. You get them on the market in those days, but now if you wanted a pair of those.
Nah, so I know a couple of people who do like cosplay and stuff. and
Oh, yeah.
there's a couple of people who cosplay as Marty, and some of them have those shoes, and they're
Right.
so expensive though.
Yeah.
Like all of them's told me it's super expensive, you know.
Yeah, that would be the most expensive part because a denim jacket and a what's it called, a body warmer. I had a blue one when I was a child.
Oh wow, okay,
That's
awesome.
But yeah, a red one is.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
I should have
Yeah.
gone. It's a shame.
Yeah.
There you go. Probably the fly too. Oh yeah, Reverend Jim. He was called in, but Taxi. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd's character is called Reverend Jim, and he's a bit more stoner.
I've never seen Taxi. I will one day.
Yeah, it ran for a long time.
Yeah.
I can't remember an episode, but I remember the characters. There you go. Christopher Lloyd's Uncle Fester. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's done so many things you don't recognise.
He's had so many iconic roles. I mean, notably, this is probably one of his biggest, if not the biggest.
Yeah.
But he's had so many.
So there's
a Ronald Reagan as well. Reference.
Yeah.
The
actor?
Yeah. That was a good impression. I like that.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah. Didn't expect that.
No, I didn't expect it to come out so well. Yeah. So there's the Texaco that comes more into play in the second one.
Yeah. Tell you one thing that's really cool, right? So I can't remember what year it was, but in London, they did something. Have you heard of a company called Secret Cinema?
Yeah.
Right. So I can't remember what year it was, but they actually did a Secret Cinema of Back to the Future.
Oof.
And it's exact layout of the Hill Valley with all them shops in the background and the Texaco gas station and the clock tower. They replicated all of that.
Fuck.
And it was incredible. Now, they had the clock tower, but they had a big gap, obviously, where the doors and the steps off the clock tower. They had a massive projector, above the clock for people to, sit down at night time and watch the movie. And at the front, where those kids are running in the background, they had, the pivotal scenes where Marty's getting chased on the skateboard and stuff. They recreated that with actors.
What a chip.
I've got actual photographs, actual printed photographs. If I come across them, I'll send you a photo again to let you know.
Yeah,
so good though.
Now, what do you make of this theory where the current mayor, I think it's Red something,
Red Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, is actually the bum at the end of the film. Now, there's a theory about that.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not sure if it's true because you only see a drawing of him. But I don't. Yeah.
To be honest, they have similarities.
Yeah, I was going to actually.
And that would make sense because you got to think. He's at his high prime here. He's he's getting elected for mayor or whatever the case should be. So he has money.
Yeah.
And then say one day he's not mayor, and obviously it's Goldie Wilson. In that campaign, obviously gets the idea from the scene. He could then be down in his luck. He could have turned to alcohol. He could have then been drunk and then kind of lost his house, everything.
Yeah.
So that would make a very good theory, and that could be true. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's actually been confirmed anyway, but right. What we got? Christopher Lloyd. Oh yeah, they're both in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
Okay. Never seen that one.
No, yet. Right, I remember him popping up in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely a film of two halves where it's light for the first half and then it gets darker.
Really?
I won't spoil it. Now, who's that famous man in the next to Biff there? That handsome fella.
So I know in this you've got J.J. Cohen, who's the one behind Marty. You've got Casey Sasko.
Yeah, Semesco. What was he in? I remember seeing him stuff.
He was
Young Guns.
in 3 O'Clock High. I think it was an 80s movie as well.
Ah. Of course he was.
And then you got Billy Zane.
With hair.
So I've heard a lot of people, by the way. Now I don't know if this is true. I've just heard it from people. But the person behind Marty, JJ Cohen, I've heard in real life, he's a bit of an arse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right? Crazy.
Have some respect. Yes, I had a crush on the lady in Taxi too. And hated Danny's veto. Yeah, he was a bit of a git in there. Yeah, it's dated, but it's still good, right? Okay. Yeah, the minor characters are just as good as some of the big ones. Very important as well.
Oh, I mean, Mayor Goldie Wilson's one of the most iconic ones.
Yeah, because when he goes into the cafe and orders the Pepsi Light or Tab or whatever, we didn't have any of those in the UK at that time. So
nah,
we eventually got Tab, which I think was clear cola. But it didn't last long. It wasn't very nice.
Can't imagine it would.
Maybe Luhanna, that's it.
And here we go. I've just noticed here, above Goldie, there's an advert for Wrigley's there.
Ah, the juicy fruit. That's what Sparks noticed. And then, this wouldn't play with Disney either. Peeping Tom. So no wonder. It's a good thing they didn't make it.
So Gareth, do you know the backstory about Crispin Glover?
Excellent dancer.
I'm sure you do.
How he was ad-libbing and improvisation, and he wouldn't keep still is what
right.
A lot of the issues.
Right. Yeah, very interesting though.
Yeah, they said he was great, but he wasn't.
Oh, fantastic is George. One thing I would say, as well as anyone who wants to see the Back to the Future musical, is the person in the musical who mainly plays George is a guy called Hugh Coles. Right. And he is an exact replica of George McFly. Like the voice, the mannerisms, everything is to a T. That's the closest you're ever going to get to a George McFly. It's so good. So good.
Now, this is a weird one where he calls out to the wife and says, I hit another one.
I know.
Well, did the mum fall for all of them, or?
Well, this is the thing. I'm assuming probably not, unless because I'm assuming they never stayed in her room. She would have had many boyfriends.
Yeah, so massive head injury after being hit by a car, and let's take him up to the bedroom. 50s medicine.
Right.
I think his watch beeps. It's very quiet, but his watch beeps, and then the guy looks at him and he goes up and hides his watch because it's a digital watch. So I didn't notice that.
I didn't know that.
No, it's very faint beeping. It sounds like a background noise.
Right. Oh, okay.
But it's because it's a digital alarm.
No, wow. I honestly didn't know.
A reference to Cookie Dirt. Jack Nicholson. Calvin Klein.
Yeah, I wonder how much Calvin Klein paid, or they paid them.
Yeah, I wonder if good thing about being up close to the screen and everything, you get to see all the stuff hidden in the background.
Right, yeah, I've been looking out for that as well. While
yeah.
Because there's so many references and so many, like, for example, this scene here. There's so many pictures in the background near the mirror as well.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there'd be like a lot of model or like Elvis and probably stuff like that. I would have thought.
Reagan.
Yeah, probably.
Why did they take his trousers off? Who did that?
The thing is, right? The one thing I don't get is you're right about the trousers. So he hit his head, and obviously, they took him up into the bed to relax, whatever. Why didn't he take his pants off? Like she said on a hope chest, but I'm like, but why?
Yeah. So yeah.
So Francis. So another cool thing, just to let you know of. So Frances Leah McCain, who is the mum, Stella Baines. So I met her in 2015 as well.
Oh.
And then the little girl here at the dinner table, played by Maya Bruton.
Right.
I'm going to a Comic-Con in July, and she's going to be there, so I'm going to meet her as well. So I've met 3 out of 5. No, hold on. Yes, 3. I would have met 4 out of 6 people in that scene.
That's unfair.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't met the dad or the 2 younger brothers.
No, I guess some people wouldn't.
No. But they could be dead by now, who knows?
Well, the dad might be, yeah. You can quite old out. So what are the 2 connections to this film and Gremlins?
I've never seen Gremlins, so I can't tell you.
What? I
know.
Dear. Well,
I know.
I'll wait till you've seen it and then I'll ask you. No, the mum in this scene is the mum in Gremlins.
Okay.
And Gremlins is filmed in the same square as this film, except
really?
it's covered in snow. It's all in winter.
Oh wow! Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Hang on.
To know.
Yeah, what's up? His strangest performance was River's Edge. Pretty amazing. Is that
right?
Who's George McFly? Who are we talking about?
Chris McGlover.
Chris McGlover. That's him. Yeah. But his best dance was Friday the 13th, Part 4, wasn't it? Lorraine is a predator. Yeah, she's a hypocrite predator.
Yeah. Yes. Brilliant comment. Brilliant.
Yeah, she's up for anything.
She's hard up.
Yeah, there you go. He is quite handsome when he wants to be, and he's a pretty good dancer in this as well. He dances in this as well.
You know what, right? A lot of Chris McGlover deserves more praise because he's a fantastic actor. I really wish he did more stuff.
Yeah, I think mainstream wise, I think what was it? Charlie's Angels was probably the last thing I saw.
He did that.
Mainstream he was in.
I tell you, he does actually a good part. There was a series called American Gods. I think it was on Amazon. He's the villain. He's the main villain in that. He's
is he?
Terrific. Yeah. And yeah, I've never seen Gremlins, so for one day I'm definitely going to.
Come on, I watch that every Christmas.
My girlfriend loves Gremlins, but yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's a good Christmas horror.
I've heard.
Children's film, technically. Well, I mean, it's upstairs. Right. I got in the pickup today. I got Gremlins 2, which I'm very proud of. The kids at the dinner table are annoying. Oh dear, this kid. He has one line, doesn't he?
When he's like, what's a rerun?
Yeah, what's a rerun?
This is brand new.
2 tellies.
2 tellies, yeah.
That's where I reckon. I was trying to think where I recognised him. The older brother, he was in the Wonder Years, and the Bully and Monster Squad. Is he? Oh,
okay.
He's the one that has to eat the chocolate bar that's off. He stands on it.
Right. Okay.
I think. Trying to make fat kid eat. Let me have a look at the back of this. One of the top grossing box office comedies of all time.
What, Back to the Future?
Yeah. Well, that was back in 1980 something. So.
It was an absolute hit.
Yeah.
It made crazy money. Let me see if I can find out. Let me have a quick check. I know it made a lot of money though.
I think it's had £2 from me, and then I rented it.
And ever since it continues to make more money with the 4K releases, Blu-ray, DVD.
Yes, I rented it. I bought the VHS, and I got Which you got the DVD box sets? Which one did?
So So what it was is, what I'm not talking a couple of good years ago now. I went through a phase where I collected every Michael J. Fox movie he was in, like Stuart Little, on DVD. I collected all of them, right? And then there was one day I was like, I've got too much. I need to have a bit of a clear out. And so anyway, I kind of sold them all. And then ever since, I've only got the flux capacitor version of the Blu-ray, which lights up. I've got a Target American exclusive, like steelbook version of the trilogy on Blu-ray, and then I've got the 4K. Oh no, at home as well. I have got a sealed VHS trilogy set as well.
A sealed one, yeah. I missed out on that. I saw that somewhere, but it was too far away for me to get.
Yeah,
I've only got I got a cardboard one, yeah.
So here's something for you. So I've just had a look on the internet here.
Yeah.
So the budget for the movie was 19 million. Now, obviously, I don't know if that was the full budget with marketing and everything. I don't know. It's just what they. And at the box office, it made 388.8 million. Now, again, that was at the time. That doesn't include re-releases, the merchandise it's made since, the musical it makes now. You know, exactly.
Merchandising. The real money of the movie is made.
It's expensive being a Back to the Future fan. Let me point that out.
Yeah, I was going to say, bring out and show us your DeLorean Lego without dropping it.
I've got it up here, actually. Hold on.
Oh, no, careful. Don't drop it. I'll be in tears.
There we go. I've got it here. And then, if you can see,
bloody hell,
the flux capacitor light.
Now, how long did it take you?
6 hours.
Because I saw the time lapse, so that was all right.
And then,
it's got everything in it.
Well, I'm a little bit, Gareth, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a little bit gutted simply because so what happened was I filmed the full thing. And I filmed the full thing, and it was awesome. It was a really, really fun build. And I was like, one day I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch the whole thing if I want to rebuild, right? So I uploaded the full video. It was 5 hours, 35 minutes. And that doesn't include, obviously, taking breaks and stuff like that. And what happened was, obviously, it took so long to upload on YouTube. As you can imagine, a 5.5 hour video was 20 gig or something crazy like that. But on my YouTube app, you know yourself, when you upload a video, it was also on there saying, it said it was uploaded, like one thing, it told me like how many views and stuff I had. And then on the top part, it said like it was waiting, like to upload. And I was like, I was like, well, how's it waiting? I was like, it's uploaded on my channel. So I deleted that one because obviously I thought it was like a duplicate. Turns out it was the actual like part of the original upload as well. Then deleted the upload. So I've only got the time lapse of it now.
I know. Yeah, there's no archive on bloody YouTube, is there? If it's gone, it's gone.
Nah, it's honestly a pain. Really was. I was heartbroken. But
a top hit for Huey Lewis.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 2 top hits.
But do you know that Huey Lewis doesn't do gigs anymore now?
Yeah, I can imagine that.
But it's because he actually has I can't remember what the condition's called he's got, but he's got something where he can't fully hear out of his ears anymore. So because he can't, obviously he can't really sing because he's not going to be able to hear the beat, is he? So it's a bit of a huge shame.
No dirty jokes here about Thompson and Dunks. It's allegedly.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
The first one. That is good.
That's incredible.
No, I was lucky enough to get the second one. Maybe it'll be the third one. No, I think it was just the second one. There you go.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Sophie.
Sub to him. He's got 1,000 or what? Over 1,000. He doesn't need the love. Sub to me twice.
I appreciate the love. Yeah, I cover a lot of Back to the Future over on my channel as well. So
And yeah, Michael J. Fox. All right. Have you seen the the Frighteners?
have I seen what's right?
The Frighteners with Michael J. Fox.
Awesome film.
Have you seen the outtakes where he calls the judge Doc every time?
No, no.
Yeah. There's a lot of cut because he keeps calling the judge Doc.
No, I haven't. But The Frighteners has so much behind it. Got Robert Zemeckis,
Yeah.
of course, Michael J. Fox. But the music's Danny Elfman, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong on that. Yeah, there's a couple of Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah.
Part of horror.
Barbara was it Crampton? She's a horror legend now.
Can't remember. Because currently on my channel, for anyone who doesn't know as well, I'm currently going through Michael J. Fox's filmographies and reviewing like every movie. So I've just done Bright Lights, Big City. Next week's going to be Back to the Future 2. So I'm going to be getting to The Frighteners very shortly. But yeah.
Oh, you did get in order.
All right.
Yeah, I just picked up the X-Rental of Casualties of War today.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, I saw it when it came out. On VHS I saw it, not in the cinema. Yeah, it's a very dark film.
Yeah.
Based on some reality as well.
Yeah, it's based on the book, I believe. So good, though.
Yeah.
Really epitomizes his kind of like darker roles.
Echo's here. Evening, Echo. Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Someone from America. You got someone from Dutch. Thank you, Sophie.
Well, Sophie, you can make loads of fake accounts and sub together.
You can do it. If you spend your life creating Google accounts and then subbing to me, I will be very grateful. I can remember renting part 2 before it came on TV. Yeah, because we had to wait, 3 years for it to come on TV. But, yeah.
And did you rent that at Blockbuster, or where did you rent that
at? Unfortunately, I didn't get to Blockbuster till the late 90s because I was out in the sticks. So it'd be a mom and pop, as they're called, video store. Right. Very, not a brand one. So yeah. Hey Dutch. There you go. Underrated war movie, yeah. I need to score too. I need to watch it again. I haven't seen it for years.
100%. Such a good movie.
All right. Now, while I remember, do you want to advertise what you're doing later?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, for anyone that is unfamiliar with myself, like in general, like I cover like movie reviews, I cover a lot of Back to the Future content. I'll recently be doing some Lego on my channel. And in terms of later on, with Gareth's referencing, at 10 o'clock tonight on my channel, I've got a couple of guests joining me for a Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness like prediction, kind of like discussion live stream as well. So if you guys are obviously free, feel free to jump on over and come check that out.
Yeah, because that's out Thursday. I'm going to see it.
Yeah, same here. So I'm off on Thursday as well. And I'm debating going to see like a 9 o'clock show in the morning. I did that for Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah, I got to wait till 9 at night.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, hopefully it'll be quiet.
Well, when I went to see Spider-Man No Way Home at 9 a.m. in the morning, there was a packed cinema.
Oh, was it? Oh, I guess, yeah.
And I thought, it might just be me and a couple of grannies and granddads.
In the wrong film.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, what do you got? That would have been awesome.
Also some trivia here.
Yeah.
So with Bob Gale, so one of the early drafts of the script, Marty's last name wasn't going to be McFly, but was going to be McDermott.
That's a good one.
Nah, I can't picture that.
No. Oh yeah, I was going to say at the beginning, Jennifer, his girlfriend, because she was hired originally, but then she lost out because she was doing a TV show that was picked up for pilot. So they hired someone else to go with Eric Stoltz. But then when Michael J. Fox came free, the other woman became free because they had good chemistry. They hired her as well. And one of the other reasons was because the other girl was very tall as well, so she would look stupid next to Michael J. Fox.
Oh, I can't remember that original girl's name either.
No, I can't remember.
I would look. I know who you're referring to, though. Yeah, she was like massively taller than them.
Yeah.
Right. It would have been like Michael J. Fox's Tom Cruise in his movies. Like the heels or still would have gotten
the old standing on a box.
Yeah.
Okay, the thing with the photograph. Oh, I got it. Hang on. I'll be checking it. When the third movie came out in the theater, they had a contest to get a pre-release viewing. Whoa! You lucky git, Echo. Seeing it early release.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
They gave my special T-shirts. Oh yeah, I wish I had all the stuff I had in the fucking 80s. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
got ruined. I wore it out. I had a Ghostbusters glow-in-the-dark T-shirt, which is probably toxic or radioactive, but
right,
it glowed really well.
But I guess like kind of back then, like you would never know, like 20 years time it's gonna be worth so much,
Yeah, I would have bought a pack of them and kept them and sealed.
Right.
I tried that with some episode 1 stuff. It's worthless still.
Oh, that's a cool story.
That's good. We rented parts from the local petrol station. The video store in the petrol station. Yeah, the lady who served us was praising our choice. Jim's here as well. Hi, Jim. You'll have some Back to the Future toys. Then Elizabeth Shue, yeah, because the poor first actress, mother's got ill and she had to not come on to stay with her. And then
So I thought I heard with Claudia Wells, who plays Jennifer Parker in this one.
Yeah.
I thought it was something where they asked her back for the second one, but I don't know if she had like something theatre wise she was going to do instead, so she cancelled dates for that.
Yeah, I know she was looking after a mother who had cancer, but then I guess she couldn't commit to because they filmed 2 and 3 back to back, didn't they? Which was unheard of back then.
I think I don't know. It might just be me, but I think Elizabeth Shue wasn't great casting.
No, this one's pretty good. Well, she doesn't get much to do it now because she only appears at the beginning and end. But yeah.
See, I think Claudia in this is great. I just think with Elizabeth Shue, I think the issue is they reshot the ending for part 2 right at the beginning, but then like it's not the same acting as in this one, so it's like feels out of place.
Yeah, it's good to do a comparison like that, but I haven't got around to it. Right, we got Mr. Strickland. Yeah, he is. That actor is good. He's in Masters of the Universe at the same time. So the same character.
So cool thing as well. So in 2015, James Tolkien, who plays Mr. Strickland, was at the London Comic Con. I met him as well, and we got a photo. And in the photo, he's grabbing my shirt like this, and he's pointing at me, saying like, "You're a slacker. You'll be more than a slacker."
Bless him.
And I would say to everyone, go follow me on Facebook and see these photos, but my Facebook with all those photos on got hacked. So my Facebook now, I haven't got those, and I've got them on my phone. So maybe see if I can pull it from my phone here.
Hang on.
Hold on, let's have a look.
Now, have you sat in the car, the DeLorean? Those pictures you sent me?
No, I've never sat in a DeLorean. I've been like right next to a couple of them. And like stood like right on the door of like with one, but never sat inside. Funny enough, I saw a DeLorean actually. I was driving home today. It was going into Durham. I don't know what it was doing there, but yeah, I saw a DeLorean.
I've been near one.
Right, so I'm going to see if I can show you guys these photos. So there's me and Strickland. And if you can zoom in, he's holding my shirt. That's me and him. That's me and Stella Baines.
Oh yeah. The
mom.
Top lady, yeah.
The mom, yeah. That's me and Mac McClure, who plays Marty's brother.
Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah. Me and Claudia Wells, original Jennifer
Oh.
Parker.
Yeah.
Me and Leah Thompson. That's my program. You can't really see it there, but that's the program.
Still signed. That's all I can see.
Yeah. What other photos have I got?
Ruined it.
Oh, me and Marvin Berry.
That's Chuck Berry's cousin.
And in this one, me and the Doc.
Look at that. What a git.
And then have I got any more? I thought I had one more. Hold on. I'm going to have a look. While we're talking, I'm going to have a look. I'm pretty sure I had one more here. Yeah. Oh, here we go. So this is the Holy Grail.
That's just cardboard cutout.
That is a cardboard cutout. Look at him.
Bless him.
Yeah, there's a couple of photos I wanted to share with you.
Showing off.
Just proof that I went to that convention.
Midnight Woodsman thought Elizabeth Shue was better, but I guess she had more to do. That certainly helps.
See, now the interesting thing is, I get the perspective of that, but at the same time, I would have loved to know what Claudia Wells would have done as she was in that role.
Well, yeah, I suppose, yeah. Now, would Biff have killed Marty by slamming him into that back of that lorry if he hadn't run over the top?
His legs would have been crushed, yeah.
Because he is a bit of
also another cool thing here. So in the skateboard scene, the little kid who Marty stole the skateboard from, like in that kind of a device, whatever it was, he's going to be at the Comic-Con in July, so I'm going to meet him as well.
Working your way through the cast, are we?
I am, yeah.
So, Sophie's jealous.
I wonder how many showers Biff would have needed to get rid of that stink.
I wonder what they use for that. Because
I don't know. I don't know that. I think probably just dirt. Yeah. There we go. That skateboard kid. I'm going to be meeting him in July.
What about the kid with the video game in part 2?
Who, Elijah Wood?
Is he going to be there?
No, unfortunately not. That would have been cool though.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have had him. I wouldn't have had him sign my program, no, because I've only got the program based on the first movie. Yeah. So I wouldn't want to ruin that, you know.
But yeah, Jason Scott Lee's in the second one as well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Yeah, so many. Like you got Ricky Dean Logan, Darlene Fogel. They're like Biff Goons and stuff in the second one.
Yeah, obviously came on here to show off his. Make everyone jealous.
Well, thank you.
Please excuse the crudity of the model.
That's such a great line. And do you know that this is the only scene that Leah Thompson and Chris Floyd's in together?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, because
he's
never at school with her, and he's never at the dance. He's outside, isn't he? Yeah.
No. And they don't actually say a line to each other either. I think he just literally opens the door.
Yeah, he just makes funny looks behind Marty's back, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Got a wristwatch for the tower clock and everything. How long would it take him to make all his models?
Right.
You got bushes and everything. Now, when he does the ready for the lightning strike at the end, the alarm clock goes off on the car when he's not able to move. And that's the point where he's supposed to be hitting the speeds. So
right.
It works out for the best because he hits it right at the right time.
Right. I love the crudity of the model, though. That's brilliant.
Yeah. I confess another random Chuck. No, have you not? I've seen the muck spreaders painting the local council offices because they're upset about the farmers. But
right.
Yeah. And then the car goes into the oily rags on the side. Oh, it's frozen. Yeah, it'll be back in a minute.
Okay, cool.
That's what I remember. Oh, yeah, look, here we go. He's met too many already.
Any other movie stars? Well, that's a good one. Thinking of it, like I can't really say like top of my head. I can think of like any of like I would be dying to meet. The one thing I would say for me, like to answer that question, and I'm sure like Gareth could think as well, is they always announce like Comic Cons in the UK, whether it's like London, Birmingham, wherever it is. I think it's like tend to be like those moments when they announce those Comic Cons, and then I'll see a guest there, and I'll be like, oh wow, I'd really like to meet them. But like top of my head, my main goal in life was Michael J. Fox and announced him for 2015, and I bought that ticket. But what about you, Gareth? Who would you like to meet?
I guess it's the 80s action stars like Arnie and Sly and Van Damme and everyone.
They'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never do those things, so.
So here's something I found out not long ago. In Birmingham, there's a company that do like one night only, like or evening whiffs they call them.
The evening whiffs.
Yeah, so they've had Stallone there before. They've had Schwarzenegger, had Mel Gibson. But the autographs and even a photo with them, I think it's like £500.
It is, yeah. I think probably £500 minimum, isn't it?
Crazy, yeah.
You think, yeah, you got enough money, Arnie. Just give me.
Right.
You don't need to do the autograph.
It's crazy.
Let's just go to charity or something.
But just the price,
Yeah. Oh yeah, Johnny Depp, Christian State, and Betty Lilliard. What's their connection apart from 90s studs?
So my partner loves Matthew Lillard. Christian Slater, I know him from like Heathers. I like them in that movie. Johnny Depp, I mean, at the moment he's
redeeming himself.
I'm definitely Team Depp at the moment. Like to put it that way. Not getting political or anything, but just at the moment. But yeah, no, some good choice there, Sophie. I know Matthew Lillard last year. I was at Manchester Horror Convention. So keep an eye out because I think you'll probably be there again. Maybe not this year, but maybe like the year after or so. Because he is actually doing a movie at the moment. I know he's making a movie. I can't say what movie because I found out this information through like some early screener stuff I got. But I know he's making a movie. That's what I can tell you.
Just whisper it in there. Yeah, Christian Slater is great. Like Heathers and.
You don't see nowadays, do you?
No, he did. Was it Mr. Robot, where he was in that TV show? But he's had a lot of failed TV shows in the early 2000s and a lot of straight-to-video stuff.
One movie I don't recommend watching him in is Alone in the Dark. Don't waste your time.
I've seen that once when it came out, but yeah, I've not seen it since. But yeah,
and that's why you've not seen it since.
How difficult is it to make a film based on that game? Just walking around scary places.
I don't know. I really don't know. I love how in this scene that we spoke about with Crispin that they had to keep him in one spot and put him in a box.
Hang on,
so good.
Just checking the tablet.
Yeah.
Connecting.
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, so in this scene where Crispin Glover and Marty McFly is in the background, basically Crispin was all over the shop and he was keep moving and he was being like out of camera for him. So they were shooting the shot, and of course Marty stood here and Crispin's like all the way like over there, like out of the shot. So in the end, ultimately what they did was on the ground, I think they put like some tape into like a square box, and when they were shooting the shot, they were like, right, you stand here. And yeah, that's what happened with George McFly. So when he stood there right at the end, he literally stood in that box because he would just keep moving around all the time. It's a pretty cool fact.
Yeah. Make your mind up. No, it'll connect in a minute. Okay. I just want to check what my vinyl 7 said. I couldn't remember if it had Back in Time on it, but it's not. It's got Bad is Bad, which I don't think is in this film, but
no, it's not.
Small mention of Back to the Future there, and
I've got that vinyl. I don't have a vinyl player, but I've got it.
Yeah,
I'm a
there's a few
collector.
scenes
I've got it.
they cut out of this bit, isn't there? Doc bribing
Yeah.
the policeman.
See, now I would have liked to have seen that because that makes sense as to why the policeman didn't
Yeah,
question
yeah.
his
Because he says, "I got a permit right here," and you think, "Well, how did he get a permit for this so quick?"
Right, right. Well, see, what I would like to see, Gareth, and I'm not sure about yourself, but in these future releases they're making and putting out, I would like for them, like all these deleted scenes, I would love for them just to make one big cut of Back to the Future with all the deleted scenes in as they were supposed to be shown.
Yeah,
I would like to see that.
some films used to do that on DVD, didn't they? Used to have an option to play the deleted scenes where they're supposed to be.
Well, see, the thing is, for Back to the Future, like all these new releases, right? So on the 4K, as an example, it's got like, oh, brand new this, brand new this, brand new this, right? So they keep putting brand new stuff in. So they've obviously got plenty to keep going for 50th anniversary. Be like, oh, get this 50th anniversary edition. But at one point, they've got to be like, we'll just release a big cut, Surely.
Maybe the 8K.
Maybe, yeah, true.
They're just saving it. Oh, hang on, we got Ruben's here. Evening, sir. Evening.
Hey, Ruben.
Yeah, Back to the Future. Can't go wrong with that. Also, yes, some fan version. Yeah, just can't show it anyway because he'd get taken down.
Because the thing is, like all the deleted scenes are there on these releases.
Yeah.
So surely it can't be hard just to slot them in with the movie.
Yeah, because
especially not with technology nowadays.
Well, yeah. There was a scene earlier that was cut out where Marty gets a bit scared of them coming onto his mum and says that it might make him gay. But they cut that out.
I'm not surprised.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Hang on, excuse me. I'll be behind the telly again. I can still hear you.
Yeah, no problem. For anyone interested, we're currently at the bit where the Enchantment of the Sea dancing, Marty and Lorraine are sat in the car. They're parked in the car. That's where we're at to right now. And I don't know if there's a deleted scene or this was actually true, but when Marty's having a taste of the alcohol, that actually had alcohol in there.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I was expecting it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a deleted scene though, because I know there was a part where he tasted and he starts laughing, so I'm assuming that's a deleted scene. But yeah, they actually did put original actual alcohol in there. That's pretty cool.
Come on.
Yeah, it's in the outtakes with the actual alcohol in the bottle.
Yeah.
Right. That one's just obviously him drinking water and spitting it out.
Right, try again. Let's get comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the vinyl album of this for some reason. I haven't picked it up yet. So I had the third album on cassette when it came out. Played that lots.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know with the vinyl, they released it obviously back when. I think recently they've re-released it.
Yeah.
Same cover and everything like that, but just like a re-release, cheaper. So I know I've seen it in HMV and stuff, so I know you can definitely get quite cheaper.
Yeah. It's probably a trilogy for about £100 for the vinyl. They put the money up.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh. Which one of the three is everyone's favourite?
Right. So, do you want my ranking of all three?
Go on then.
All right. So, favourite is always number one.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's been the other two can't top it. Then my second favourite is number 3.
Ooh.
And my worst one is number 2.
Yeah, I think mine's the same. It used to be just 1, 2, 3, but then I've come around to 3 a lot more.
So I think the thing is, and I would love to know from everyone who's watching as well, and especially like Midnight Woodsman and everyone else. So for me, so the first one's amazing. The third one I love because of its more of an original take and more originality to that movie. And the second one, don't get me wrong, I love it. It's still a great movie, but I feel like for the first kind of half an hour, it's awesome. It's futuristic. It's got its own take. and then the second half of the movie is just basically number one.
and
I think that's where
from a different angle.
From a different angle, of course, yeah, but it had its own originality in that first half hour, and then after that, it's kind of like, oh, let's go back to the first one. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that lets it down for me. But it's still an awesome movie. Don't get me wrong; I could definitely still watch it over and over.
It was
again.
a clever idea to actually have to go back and be in the same place at the same time,
Definitely.
but not be seen.
Yeah,
definitely,
I agree. Yeah,
part one. Yeah, I don't know if it would work for part two to be all in the future, and that's why they had to jump back to the bit we know.
I think so. Yeah, especially with like Biff getting the almanac and having a tower and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still would have liked
to fix the past by going further back again. Yeah.
I still would have liked to have known if they had that future concept, or how else they would have been able to stop them without going back to 55. Sorry.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting.
So what about Back to the Future 4? When are we going to see that?
Never. I honestly don't want a fourth movie. I think if they're going to do anything in the future in terms of like a DVD, Blu-ray release, whatever the case should be, hopefully a VHS release for you for the rest of your time.
It's hoping.
I'm hoping they do a little bit about what Disney did with Hamilton, where they released like the musical as like a special like on the platform kind of thing.
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping to do anyway, you know.
Oh, there's always trouble on this channel. Hang on, we've got some scum on it.
Okay.
Ricky from All Day F Reviews. I thought he was. Ah, there you go. I thought you were busy.
Well, hey, anyway.
Right. Get back to work or partying hard, whichever one it is. Thanks for stopping by, Ricky. Nos is here. Evening, Nos.
Hey, how's it going?
Hang on, let me get. If I press the right button, there we go.
And on the bottom of my screen, I've just got Ricky for Prime Minister there.
Yeah, he hacks my channel all the time. See, he'll take the PM role. He'll do us right.
Yeah.
Now, the thing with the photograph where they're slowly disappearing, shouldn't the whole thing slowly disappear rather? Because why would they take a picture in the future just of the picture of the garden well or whatever it is?
That is true.
I heard people.
I never thought about that.
And then the same with the when Marty's playing Earth Angel, and then he messes it up for the most of it, and then they ask him to do another song.
Yeah, I know, right? Surely you'd think one song was enough.
Yeah, you can't play the guitar, man.
I guess the photo doesn't disappear because it's an actual like physical item. Where it's like obviously the people in it's obviously just digital, you know, with the picture. But I get where you're coming from, no?
But yeah, the film's just too good that you don't have to worry about such things, isn't it?
True.
2 used to be famous. Yeah. Yeah. I think, I was enamored by 2 a lot because it goes to the future, it goes to the 80s, it goes to the past, fixes, and then goes in the same place as the past. Yeah. It's got a lot happening in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think number 2 is a favorite for a lot of people. I think for my partner, like favorites number 2. And by all means, you know, it's a great film, not to diss any of them. All the 3 is fantastic.
No,
But yeah, I think for most of us, I think it's the first one. And then probably a lot of people, it's 2 and then 3 now, or like me and Gareth's like 3, then 2.
So here's the other bad effect. Even the director's a bit, it'll do before they as they had to get the film in the cinemas. The old hand to the face.
Yeah.
It just looks like it goes a bit too high to be realistic.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It does.
And then it goes up.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh, my head. Yeah. I don't know if that actual bit was necessary for him to meet 2 people to get her love.
Yeah. God, the photo's back as normal.
I just remember this is sister where I've seen her before from Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks.
Oh,
It's like,
I'm not sure.
that's an adult sex comedy type of comedy from the early 80s. She made before, but 84 that would have been.
Oh wow, okay,
Yeah,
didn't know that.
She was playing an older character that's married in that one, but yeah.
Oh really? Okay, that's cool. No, I honestly don't know.
And then we got which is the favorite soundtrack? I guess of the three. Yeah.
This one of the three.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I don't know about you, Gareth, and you might be able to shed some light on this, but like for the soundtrack of number 2 and 3, I don't think they have like very like outstanding soundtrack compared to this one.
Nah. I used to know the lyrics to Johnny Be Good off by heart because of this.
Yeah. And
I
it's
do
not
like
Michael J. Fox singing.
No, it's a shame. I probably could have done all right. I don't think I've
know.
heard him sing, but yeah, he had to.
But in terms of the question of me favorite movie soundtrack, if we're talking about everything besides Back to the Future, I don't think I can answer that because it's some great movies with great soundtracks. But being honest, there's not many like I listen to on like say Spotify is like a repeat. Whereas Back to the Future, I could listen to that soundtrack all day.
And
so
the musical.
And the musical, yeah, of course. What about you, Gav? What's your favorite movie soundtrack besides Back to the Future?
I don't know. I do like the third one. Like I said, that was the one I had on cassette when it came out, and I do like the ZZ Top song on it.
Me too.
And the when it's used as the theme as well. But yeah, I don't know. You can't really beat the main theme of this, can you? Because it's on all 3 films anyway.
True. Good question.
Can you name all the guitarists he impersonates in this scene? I think there's about 5 or 6.
Oh. No.
We got Chuck Berry doing that duck dance, and then
of course
the Who guy when he's jumping off the speaker, I think it is.
Oh, it's actually got on here. Actually, I never knew this.
How does it say?
I'm watching it on Amazon. And it's got here. It says Marty McFly mimics famous rock stars during the later part of the performance. When he starts playing heavy metal, his kicking of speakers (in brackets the Who), full circle guitar strum Pete Townsend of the Who / Bruce Springsteen, playing the guitar while I down Angus Young of AC/DC, hopping across the stage one leg Chuck Berry, and a solo Jimi Hendrix, Van Halen.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I could tell a couple I've seen before. He's just randomly doing it. But I didn't realize. Yeah, they had actually set them up to be like that. I missed Noss's comment. Book of Eli soundtrack. Oh, I don't remember that. I've seen the film. Not a real favourite of the Back to the Future theme. No real favourite. Out of the okay. So you do like them, just can't pick one.
I think it is. Yeah, I think that is a random. Every time you see the ginger guy.
Yeah, he's the one that's in The Burbs and Memphis Belle. But yeah, I think Have Cheatable Viewers interviewed him.
Okay, that's cool.
Rank 1, 2, 3. 2 has MJ playing his daughter. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And 2 ties upside down fake George.
So the thing about the fake George in part 2. So over on my channel about a year plus so ago now, I interviewed Jeffrey Wiseman, who plays George for part 2 and 3, and he was saying when he got the role, he didn't know obviously anything about kind of like Crispin not coming back and kind of the backstory behind all that.
Yeah.
So he got the role, and he said for a lot of the days shooting, he used to do 12 hours basically upside down. And
fuck.
I know, right? And obviously he would have odd breaks, but not many. So most of that time he was upside down, which is crazy. And they kind of put that back in like as kind of like payback against Crispin Glover, kind of his character.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
Damn.
But yeah, I agree with this comment about number one can be like standalone dishwashers.
Yeah.
I mean, probably because, as
Right.
we discussed earlier, it was made not to be a trilogy.
Yeah, it's like you said, it was the to be continued was added after the fact. So yeah, it would have been the first time I saw it, I wouldn't have seen it. But then when they
Yeah.
brought the VHS release later, actually, we'll see at the end of this if it's on it. I can't remember when it was brought in.
I might have been on the release actually.
Yeah, because they might have been planning by the time this VHS came out. Let me see. It was, I think, it was top the chart rental charts. When did it do that? It was.
Well, I was thinking by the time the movie finished off the cinema, I don't know how long back then they waited to release VHSs and stuff.
Yeah, it was about a year at least.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, it was the number one rental in America for 1986. And it didn't seem to make the top 10. That's weird. Of sales. So I can't read it properly. No.
But I think it was a VHS release where they added the to be continued. Though I think you're right.
Yeah, so
we'll find out.
Yeah, and then I'll have to check my other copy that's newer.
Right.
Oh, hang on, I'm just going to nip upstairs a minute before the big finish. Back. Thanks.
Of course, no problem.
See the comments?
Sure. Yeah. So I would like to know if anyone else besides me and Gareth is actually watching this live with us as well, or if you're going to watch this after the fact, or if you are, leave any comments as well. I would like to know that. And also, has anyone here met any of the Back to the Future cast as well? That's another question I've got for you guys. Yeah, I haven't seen this movie in so long. It's been good, maybe like later half of last year, maybe September, October time. I can't remember. It's been a while. Met the DeLorean. That's pretty cool. So when did you meet the DeLorean, or when did you see the DeLorean anyway? Was that like a Comic-Con, or was it like someone near you who's got a DeLorean, or yeah, let me know. Okay. Yeah, so firstly, I can see here Midnight Woodsman that I haven't got on at the moment, but what the appetite for get my old DVD set out the cupboard and watching it properly. Yeah, absolutely recommended. If you've got like a free night, or you're not got anything planned, or you're not doing anything, definitely get out. I think it's definitely like an easy kind of like crowd pleaser. It's an easy movie to watch, and it just flies by. Honestly, we started this maybe a little bit after 7, like the actual movie part of it, and yeah, it's just absolutely flown over.
I'm back. Oh, it's the big finish. Good.
Yeah, I was just seeing some of the comments here. Right. And Midnight Woodsman was saying about getting a DVD set out the cupboard and watching it properly.
Yeah, definitely. Because I watched this yesterday's homework, and then I never realised it's a 2-hour film, or nearly 2 hours. I thought it just flies by, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was just saying, we put this on maybe a bit after 7 o'clock, and it's gone crazy. And
local Comic-Con.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I know on my Facebook I've got a couple of people added who like awesome hats.
I was going to wear it, but I thought it's not relevant.
not for this movie, no.
No.
But yeah, I know a couple of people like on my Facebook who owns DeLoreans, like Steve Wickenden, who has like Back to the Future car that does like a lot of Comic Cons, and there's a couple of other people as well. Even in the States, I know a couple of people who have DeLoreans and who hires them out for gigs and stuff like
that. I think I attempted 3 in a day once.
I've done 3 in a day.
Yeah,
but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, if you start early evening, you can get away with it. Because it's probably 6 hours.
I think as part of my channel, when I get onto this version of the 4K, one day I think I might do like an all 3 kind of vlog kind of thing, But
yeah,
no, it's been again when I was telling Gareth earlier when I was 15 years old and seeing these for the first time. That's when I did all 3 in a day, and since then I don't think I have done all 3 in a night. I've done 2, and then I've done like the one night the next day.
Yeah, I think that's how I did that last time.
But you're absolutely right. You've got to start like so early. Yeah.
Yeah, too late, Paul. We've had.
Oh, hey, Paul. How you doing?
We've had Johnny.
I know, Paul.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Paul, you've caught us at like one of the best parts, the ending here.
No, yeah, the bit with the car starting and not starting.
Yeah.
Because it does that here, and then it does it when he goes back to the future, and then he has to leg it.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, this is awesome with the cable. Oh, hang on in my head. Pause this. I forgot to pause this one. Right. I have succeeded.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, that 3 hour each. That's a commitment to the day.
So I've seen the Lord of the Rings movies and I love them, but I've never seen the extended editions. But I've heard they're like 3.5 hours, 4 hours long each or something like that. Something crazy.
Yeah.
If I did that, I would start at like 9 o'clock in the morning. I would start those movies.
Yeah, break for lunch.
Right. Break for tea, then stop it.
Then start again.
Yeah. I'm up to the bit where they're putting the cables in.
Yeah, is he going to make it?
Nah, he's stuck.
Yeah, because after he gets his dad together, you forget he's got all this bloody stuff to do now. Go back to the future.
So he's an interesting question I've got for everyone watching right now. So see this part here, right? They're trying to connect the cables, they're trying to get the lightning to strike the DeLorean, send them back to 1985. What does everyone think he would have done if they didn't get him back to 1985? How would he have spent that 30 years? How does everyone think he would have spent 30 years?
Yeah. Because, waiting for plutonium to become available in the corner store.
Would he have gone to George's house and be like, can I stay for you for the next 30 years? Would he have had to go and get like a day job? What would he have had to done? But yeah, Paul, absolutely agree. Like one of the best third acts, awesome. Like especially like the enchantment on the sea dance, and then this scene here where it's like so, it's so tense.
Yeah. And then, hang on, he's gone.
He has gone, yeah. Just got that here.
Now, Doc Brown never gets blamed for anything. Because he's got all this equipment set up in the street and it's on fire. Just as the clock tower is destroyed.
Don't care.
And then cut to Marty turns up.
Wow. 12-hour commitment for Lord of the Rings. I'll take
at
it.
Least, yeah. That's without breaks. Okay, turn it up so get in trouble. Just ask Google to play it at your house.
Yeah.
Right. There's the California Raisin sign. The only one they got. It's on the park bench.
Or if the car have killed Marty, well, I mean, you could have said the same for the barn incident as well, because he was going about 50 when he crashed.
It blew up.
But yeah, you could have actually crashed into the theater and actually give them a live movie experience, I guess. A 3D effect.
I'm guessing you never went to the Universal Studios ride?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Oh, you get.
Yeah. I did. Yeah. To be honest, though, now when I went and experienced the Back to the Future ride, so I've been to like Florida a few times, but a lot of the times when I went to the ride was before I'd seen the movie. I was younger than when I first saw it,
Okay.
so I still went on it and I thought, oh wow, this is awesome, but I still hadn't seen the movie at that point.
Oh yeah. So the car's covered in ice again.
Oh, okay. Oh, it is, yeah. Right. And there's the Libyans.
There's orgy American style, right? Yeah, so it did like 10 minutes. But I guess you thought, I got a car. Where am I? Oh yeah, there we go. 88 miles per hour is proper fast. Yeah, it's just idling on the motorway like that.
That's very true.
Okay, indeed. Libyans. Now, a post 9/11 TV version, they cut out the terrorism bit, so they had to cut out the words terrorist and Libyans. Okay. Even though it wasn't Libyans that did anything to 9/11, but
right.
One of them, I think, was or something like that. But yeah, they had to cut it all out and digitally alter the letter he writes.
Oh wow, okay. Well, that's a
oh dear.
Cool part about Back to the Future Part 2.
So if Doc's read the letter, I'm guessing he knows he's going to get shot by the Libyans, even though that probably wouldn't mean anything to him much until this point. But
so he's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
So when the Libyans crashed into that hut there, right?
Yeah.
Now we see them crash. However, what happens to them? Did they get injured? Did they die of that crash?
And just a very gentle crash, and then they're out cold for a couple of hours.
Yeah,
they can just come out and shoot them with a rocket launcher.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
imagine Doc's taking all those precautions, and here he comes with a rocket launcher.
Yeah, so he gets shot the first time, and then they realise he has a bulletproof vest on, so they come back and shoot him in the head this time.
Yeah. True.
And how do you know he's going to get shot in the chest?
That's true. I don't think so.
Makes good cinema. And he thought, because it's the same as in the beginning when Save the Clock Tower, he gets the pamphlet and he just puts it in his pocket and becomes useful later because he's wearing the same jacket, I guess.
Right.
And they got another letter now. But yeah, technically he's changed the future.
True.
Already this time. There's a dark sequel. They have to go back and kill Doc. To stop the future being bad. Yeah, Michael J. Fox was a lovable fella.
Just honestly, any movie that he was in, whether it's like whether it's like this trilogy or whether it's like his other comedies afterwards, or whether it's like his dark, more serious roles.
Yeah,
he still got charismatic presence. Like, you still can't help but like the guy. and I don't think there's ever been an actor since, in terms of this age range, that had that same charisma.
No.
Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like, when you watch a movie now, you're like, oh, I like that actor. Like, they're a great actor or whatever. But you're not like, there's like that mannerisms.
Yeah.
I guess the closest maybe like Tom Holland to a degree. But
yeah,
still not the same. Still not the same, no.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Did you see this deep fake where Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, it was so good. So well done.
Hang on, he's waiting. Yeah, I see thin mints. I think, what are they? After 8 mints? What are they called? Thin mints over there?
I didn't catch that part.
Yeah. Yeah. You mentioned that earlier. His biography.
Yeah, honestly, for anyone who hasn't read it, Michael J. Fox, Lucky Man, so good, so good. It gives you a lot of backstory behind this and his later movies and how he would like showed up on sets and stuff like that. So good.
Yeah. So why is his brother and sister living with him if they're so successful now? In the same house.
Cheap rent.
Yeah. Who can afford to buy a house back then?
That's all there's, cheap rent.
It's probably all played for laughs. It's just he's got 18 years of memories that he doesn't know about what's happened, does he? Since everything's changed.
Right.
But yeah, we can forgive it for that.
We'll look past it. And it's not long left now either. It's flown over.
And that's incredibly fast film for 2 hours. It's Biff now. Now Biff.
Brilliant.
I'm trying to think. Other films I saw Thomas F. Wilson in. It was Action Jackson. He's in as a rookie cop.
Oh, okay.
But,
wow, okay.
I think that was in between this one and the second one. I think. Yeah, it would have been 88. Biff's all nice now, is he?
Nice guy, really.
Oh, yeah, but would the attempted rapist would you have him in the house? Right. Even though it is like 30 years later, but still. Maybe he's apologized and
yeah.
but then in the second one, he's still mean technically in the background, isn't he? Because he's all, oh, here's your book and everything, and then outside, DeLorean. Yeah. Why has it disappeared? True. And then he's really grumpy as a granddad.
Mm-hmm. I'm just watching your VHS version now. I'm just waiting for the to be continued.
Oh yeah, hang on, I'm not paying attention.
It's fine. Got a couple of minutes left.
Yeah,
we'll get to
that. And that's Marty's biggest fear: they become assholes.
Yeah, I know, right? I would have everything to be scared of.
That's another thing. When Back to the Future 2 came out, I had the glasses from it, so they had
really?
Plastic they were, but they had they were all lines down them, so you could. And then they had the big swishy one as well. Fuck.
Okay.
I just bin them because they were rubbish.
Fair enough. Let's have a look.
And then so she only takes her with them because she saw the DeLorean, but then he's down a suburban street, and he just takes off.
Right.
Making lots of noise. Right, here we go. He's backing up. Without enough room. Here we go. Yeah, that effect still holds up. And
okay.
Oh, that's the point.
Oh, it does.
Ah, but my digital copy doesn't.
So, well, I was just about to say, just watching it on Amazon here. When it ended, I didn't have the to be continued on, just cut straight to the credits.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, because obviously by now everyone knows there's a 2 and 3.
You'd think so, yeah.
And then the third one ends with second one ends with "to be concluded," doesn't it? To make sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Zemeckis said that they wouldn't remake it while he's still alive.
that's true. Yeah, they said that they would never remake it. I'm glad those as well though, because they would just ruin it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they would. I mean, if they had a great story, I'd be interested in the idea. But
yeah, because first of all they'd shy away from the mum bit being
right,
being all over him.
right.
Time travel, a DeLorean time travel consultant. Okay. I didn't know they had one of those.
Who knows? They had a lot of people on this, I think, especially back then.
Oh, here we go.
Nah, I mean, I know Bob Gale's gone on record and said the closest thing we'll all get is something brand new is the musical.
Yeah.
So I be honest, as Back to the Future fan, I'm happy with that. I can't say obviously speak for everyone. The only way they could, I guess, they could do a number 4 is because Christopher Lloyd has openly said he would do a number 4. But obviously, if the script was right, which is understandable. But you'd only do it as well if Michael J. Fox returned.
Yeah.
So I think the only way they would be able to do it with him is if they obviously modded the DeLorean a bit and that had maybe the electric version or something. Now, I mean, obviously I don't know. But they could have something where in the middle of the DeLorean now has like a little screen, and Michael J. Fox could be on the screen. Obviously, acknowledge that he's got Parkinson's, but maybe have a son or a grandson doing the traveling with Christopher Lloyd, but he's there on the screen pretty much for all time, so he's still there.
Yeah.
They could maybe do something like that, I guess, but I hope they never do, but I guess it's an idea.
Did you see them on Jimmy Kimmel when they showed up together? All in costume?
Yeah, for the reunion.
Yeah.
Or the anniversary. Yeah, that was awesome.
Advertising, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But, are you a fan of Rick and Morty?
From the episodes I've seen, yeah, it's funny.
Certainly is. It takes a dark turn compared to this.
Oh, for sure.
So the musical, that's just about the first film, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. I don't think they'll do a musical on parts 2 and 3.
No.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see that for sure. But I don't think the thing is, a lot of people only know the first movie. I know that sounds crazy because obviously there's a trilogy, but a lot of people have only seen the first one. So, because the thing is, if they do musicals about the other 2 as well, it's I think some of those effects, how would they do them, into the future and stuff like that?
Yeah, because how would 2 people at the same place at the same time? And
exactly, how would you pull that off?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think never say never. I guess if they have the idea one day. Yeah, but also that comment before you had about more franchises should do it. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of franchises nowadays get a lot of remakes, or reboots, or a new version of it, and then just I agree. I think there should just be more. Don't get me wrong. Some franchises, it's cool to do a reboot, and some of them have worked really, really well. But yeah, I just feel like they should kind of leave just some stuff alone, Back to the Future obviously being one. Leave it be, the trilogy.
Yeah. It's, I guess, the cartoon takes over. I can't remember. It follows, I guess, the first film. Because
I'm not sure. I've never seen it, but
I never saw it. Yeah, I should watch it. I don't. Maybe only one season.
Brilliant. Honestly, they need to stop with Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, hopefully the 10 one will be the. Although that's in trouble already in production, so yeah.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, but yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed that.
Good. Yeah,
and I've never seen it as a watch party before, so that was cool. It's something different.
That's all right. Well, we've still got 2 more films.
We do. Yeah, I'm definitely up for joining you for the other 2 as well.
Lovely. Yeah. This is supposed to be my first of May, isn't it? So I was hoping to be outside in the garden for this one, but it's raining because it's bank holiday. So. Scuttle that plan.
Two. Number 2, maybe you might be outside.
We shall see, shall we?
All right. But yeah, no, man, it's been awesome, and been cool having everyone like stop by, or whether they're still watching and stopping in. Yeah, it's been awesome. A lot of interaction.
Yeah, apart from Ricky, unfortunately, but it was only a hello.
Right. Still stop by at least.
Yeah, I got his view at least.
Exactly.
Right. We'll wrap this up, and then you can get ready for your next one.
Of course, yeah, an hour time, yeah. So we'll have a bit of a break, then I'll be.
Bit of a break, yeah. It's best to have a break between them.
Right.
So yeah, check that out. That's on Mike's channel.
Sure. Yeah, if anyone that doesn't know, I'm doing a Doctor Strange kind of like prediction discussion 10 o'clock on my channel. So if anyone wants to come over, feel free.
Yeah. When are we doing? Well, see if you hadn't got this thing later. Maybe what time's that finish? Midnight, 1 o'clock. Maybe we could get 2 going.
I would honestly, I would say yes, but I've got work at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So,
okay, yeah, we'll let him off tonight. We'll arrange another date.
But we'll arrange something, yeah, because again, I'm more than happy to do number 2 and 3. You just have to let me know, because I think next weekend I'm a bit busy with some streams, and then the weekend after possibly.
Yeah.
It might have to be towards the end of May.
Not the whole summer. Oh.
We'll
watch it after you've seen it next week.
Yeah. Well, thank you for subbing. But just
very keen for this one.
But just to let you know, the discussion tonight, what we'll be having, it's literally just kind of like predictions and like discussion about what we want to see in the movie. And we'll talk about what's been seen in the trailers, because obviously I don't know specifically, right, this person appears in Doctor Strange. I don't know that. I can only go off trailer footage.
If Tom Cruise is an Iron Man, I will kick off.
Right. Exactly, yeah. I don't know. Any trailer footage that's been shown, like the original trailer, like kind of like the TV spots, we'll probably be discussing those. But like that's it. But again, if you want to miss out and then come back on it, that's fine.
Right.
Appreciate you subscribing though.
Yeah. Thank you, Nos. Thank you everyone for joining us.
Yeah.
And we shall see you for part 2 at some point.
Thank you, Gareth.
Kick it out. No problem. All right, everyone. Good night.